Post-1994, the exiled liberation soldiers returned home, some returning with no family to turn to. There was an integration of the ex-combatants into the South African National Defence Force, but not everybody stayed there. The story of Ingotya Toni also tells of a man who ended up in a life of poverty.
In 1994, he left. Then later on, when there was integration of forces, he was included in the South African National Defence Force.
His contemporaries from the days of exile says he was a dedicated and a disciplined soldier.
He was a disciplined and a dedicated cadre of Umkhonto weSizwe, but he died suffering. He died poor. There were promises, a lot of promises that were made by the ruling party, but nothing that he received from the government. He only received a house. Then what he was going to eat in that house, it's up to him. He was not working. He was depending on his elder brother for him to eat.
The former soldiers also turn to the security industry for work. But here, their employers encounter men who are struggling with the mental scars of war and exile.
There are true leaders that are tried and tested on the ground, that even when the tough times are coming, Amajoni will know which one to follow. So they ended up coming to a base which is at number 31 Spring Street, which is our family house that we have given up since 94. Since the coming back of our brother, we allowed him to use it as a base for looking and taking care of the disgruntled ex-combatant.
The South African Military Veterans Association advocates for the social welfare of ex-combatants.
Currently, yes, I would say there are measures that are being done by government to try and bring a resolve to that kind of land we applied. For instance, there's been a created Department of Military Veterans that is based in Pretoria. Yeah, is doing some of the job. I must give credit to that. And for instance, even the burial that is taking place here, there is a support from that department. But it doesn't end there. It's supposed to give an eye to the education of the kids of Ingo, also give an eye to the general plight of Ilandura family, beginning with Ilandura Numfa's work as a beneficiary.
The government continues to expand its drive to assist former freedom fighters, including housing provision. Former military vets are encouraged to register on the Department of Military Veterans database. Nkululeko Nyembezi, SABC News, Mbunzana, outside Mthatha.